Hello, it's Mark Chalero, the owner of MS Classic Cars. I'm coming right back at you with another spectacular vehicle. Today, I'm sitting behind the wheel of a 2021 Lexus RC 350 F Sport all-wheel drive with only 7,742 miles. This vehicle has been slightly customized by the team at MS Classic Cars. Come on in and take a peek. To start off this video here, this is a non-rehearsed video. There's going to be information throughout the presentation that I do forget, so I would ask to please visit our website at msclassiccars.com for a full description with tons of highly detailed photos. We spend a lot of time on our photography, including the undercarriage of every vehicle we present, unlike most vehicles of this generation in particular, where you don't see undercarriage photos. So please make sure to check out our website and check out our photo gallery. Also, if you have or have not been following MS Classic Cars, please note that I only collect number 1 and number 2 condition vehicles. We've been doing that since inception. You can find all the vehicles that we've sold, over 700 vehicles on our website at msclassiccars.com. Again, make sure to reference that. We take great pride in being the only classic car dealership in the country who services everything that we sell. We document the work with an invoice, and then again, we detail these cars to the highest level, starting from the bottom and working our way to the top. Now, with a vehicle like this particular one that I'm sitting behind here, being a 2021, this vehicle had a 5,000 mile service, which was done, and that was done very recently. That is indicated on the clean Car Fax report, which is actually here. And again, you can see this within our photo gallery. It's provided by MS Classic Cars because we are a Car Fax dealer, and it's clear with 5,771 miles. The vehicle did have a 5,000 mile service. And a few other things were done as well, just to go through the vehicle. That was in December of 2021. Once we got the vehicle here, we provided an invoice of some work that we did to the car regarding accessories, which I will go over as I go over the exterior of the vehicle. But again, it just is another invoice here that documents that we spent $4,050.62 on this car. So this is definitely a pretty unique car in general, but to find it slightly customized like we did at MS Classic Cars makes it very, very desirable, and it's something that we're very proud of. So let's start off first with the window sticker on this car. We do have the original window sticker, and as the window sticker indicates, again, this car was produced as a 2021. It's an RC 350 F Sport all-wheel drive. For anybody that doesn't know anything about these cars, the reason that I actually was hunting one of these is because you just don't see these every day. And when we buy newer vehicles to add to the MS Classic Car collection, we like to have things that are unique and different, especially vehicles with low miles, great history and so forth, this vehicle fit the bill. So I spent time, I would probably say about a month or so on and off, looking at these cars and just searching for the right one. I found it in this vehicle here today. Again, wanted to do a couple cool custom things to it, and it really turned out nice. So this vehicle here originally was delivered by truck to Moses Lexus, which was in St. Albus. I believe it was in, according to the Car Fax here, it would be in Alexander, Virginia is where it was. That was originally where the vehicle was sent to, and that was a dealer swap. So what happened is this dealer, Moses Lexus, ended up getting the car first, and then a customer wanted to buy it from Lindsay Lexus of Alexander, which is actually in Virginia. So that's kind of where the car was and where it ended up. The customer obviously wanted a vehicle like this with all of its particular features that it has to offer, and that's where the car ended up, and then they sold it retail again to the first owner. And again, this is a one-owner vehicle as documented on the Car Fax. Now, this vehicle here does, again, it's an F Sport, so it does have all the F Sport features. If you aren't aware of what the F Sport is, please do your homework. It's got a lot of things that add value to the vehicle and again make it more sporty than your typical standard model. Now this vehicle here was ordered in ultra white, which is a spectacular color. It's just got an amazing glitter to it, if you will. It's something that really pops in the sunlight. And then of course it has this black interior, which is complemented with all this white stitching that kind of matches the exterior. Getting into some of the options that it has, this vehicle was ordered with these additional options. These were add-ons from the factory. Triple beam LED headlamps, so it has the real good headlamps. That was like a $1,160 option. Intuitive park assist, which is another option that it has, $500. Again, the premium paint that I just referenced, that's $425. The power moonroof, which you see here, that added $1,100. The F Sport steering wheel was $150. The door edge film was $95. And then the cargo net, trunk mat, wheel locks, and key glove was $305. So this vehicle definitely is not a base model F Sport. This would be more mid-level, higher level F Sport, the way that it's equipped. So when we talk about new cars in general, we talk about this market and how crazy it is. I'm sure you've experienced in your local town or city or what have you. A lot of the new car manufacturers are struggling to get inventory for their dealership parking lots. A lot of dealers have vacant parking lots. So to find new cars today is not an easy task, especially when they're a little bit unique and rare like the RC350. So this is a golden opportunity to buy a vehicle pre-owned. Again, that's basically like new. It's been slightly customized, and it does have a balance of the factory warranty. So let's talk about that for a second. When we had the vehicle serviced at Lexus of Warwick, which is in Rhode Island, it's about maybe 20 minutes from our dealership. I inquired about what's called the in-service date because that's from when the warranty starts. And with Lexus, you get a 4-year, 50,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, whatever occurs first. And then, of course, the powertrain is 6 years, 70,000 miles, whatever occurs first. This vehicle was actually purchased and put into service on April 16th, 2021. So the great news is this vehicle has full bumper-to-bumper warranty until April 16th, 2025, or 50,000 miles. And then you can do the same thing with the powertrain. You'd be looking at April 16th, 2027, or 70,000 miles. And you can do the warranty work at any Lexus dealer. So very, very important that everybody is fully aware of that. Because this vehicle is a 2021, if you are going to plan on financing it, most banks are offering new car rates on 21 still and 22s, so it still qualifies for a super rate as well. And I believe through a Lexus dealer, you can purchase an extended warranty if you wanted to take the warranty above and beyond, simply because it has so much factory warranty. So that's a little bit of information regarding the service, regarding the window sticker, options and so forth, warranty, etc. And as I mentioned, this vehicle had been fully serviced prior to MS Classic Cars purchasing it. So again, everything has been done. So let's talk a little bit about the exterior first. So of course, white's my favorite color. I'm going to go on record and say it. This was a super attractive car to me as far as the styling is concerned and just its overall appearance. Again, I thought the white was a perfect color for this body style. The one thing I really liked about it was the black accents. So when you take all of the black accents against this white paint, it's just absolutely awesome. So let's talk briefly about the black accents. We have the sunroof, we have these mirrors here, that whole front F Sport style grille, some of the emblems that you'll see on the fenders, the front grille, the rear deck lid and so forth are all black. And then of course you got the inserts that are in the rear bumper. I'm talking about outside by the lower tire section. You'll see those inserts, those are black. The little diffuser, if you will, at the bottom, that's actually black as well. So the white and the black just really works. And then, of course, with these factory F Sport style wheels, it just kind of all flows together. Those wheels are actually 19-inch wheels. They're kind of a 5 split spoke wheel. They're kind of like a darker gray color. They didn't go completely black with them. It just kind of breaks up the color combination, I think, perfectly. So when I was looking at the vehicle, some of the things that came to mind on the exterior for me was, of course, having all the windows tinted. So this car has all tinted glass. It was done professionally. They did a beautiful job with it. I don't think it's too dark. I don't think it's too light. I think it's just perfect. And that really kind of like finished the outside look of the car. And then I decided to add a rear spoiler. That spoiler that you see in the back, it comes off the deck lid maybe about 2 inches. That is a Lexus accessory. So I purchased it again from Warwick of Lexus. It is a warranted item. They installed it there. Again, everything was done at the Lexus dealer. So again, that spoiler is actually added with adhesive tape on the backside, so there was no drilling on the trunk or anything like that. If somebody wanted to take it off, they could without doing any damage, but it looks absolutely beautiful. Sometimes just a few little touches, in my opinion, change the look of a car. Anybody who has seen this car has said it's absolutely spectacular and they really gravitate toward it, just again because I think the uniqueness of it, you don't see these every day in normal travel, and the fact that it has complemented with some of the things that we did. Again, tinted windows, rear spoiler, etc. As we get into the interior of the car, I think the exterior of the car really and the interior match up quite well because, again, you're carrying that theme inside. So I think Lexus did a great job. They kind of used this black interior here. It's not a super dark black, but almost like a different shade of black. And again, I think it matches perfectly. There's a lot of these silver accents that you'll see kind of on the cluster up here, and you'll see kind of on the shift paddles, you'll see on the door panels and things like that. But I think they did a really nice job. And then to bring the white into the interior, they actually added all of this white stitching throughout. So I think they did a gorgeous job with the interior. This interior is super comfortable. There is a ton of options in this car. So again, when you look at this interior, it's very rich. You'll notice like even the top of the dash is soft here. The steering wheel feels really nice. Even on the center console where they upholstered the center console here, it's actually really nice as well. So all of that looks super. Again, getting into options, it has a lot of features. So on the window sticker, if you get online and you Google it, I'm not going to sit here and rattle off every single option that the car has, but it does have a ton of options. A lot of the important options that people look for today, as an example, it has blind spot assist. That's something that a lot of newer cars are coming through with. I think it's a great feature. That would just be one example of what it has. If I reference the window sticker quickly here, there's just a couple other things that I'll just make note of that I think are worth mentioning. Like it has, besides these amazing bolstered seats, which are super comfortable, they're also heated seats. again, it has ventilated seats. So you got seats for the winter, you got seats for the summer. It works out perfect. It also has a heated steering wheel, as I mentioned earlier. Again, it's got the F Sport steering wheel. So those are all things that, you know, once you start to get in here and you start to play around with it, it's pretty cool. The instrument, one thing I think about is cool is the instrumentation on this car actually moves. When you start the car, it shifts side to side. You can actually change that depending on what settings that you want to put the car on. So I thought that was a cool feature as well. But it's got a lot of cool stuff, including the 7-inch screen. It's their multimedia system with 10-speaker sound system. Again, it just goes on and on with everything. So make sure to do your homework on that and Google it. As we make our way to the trunk compartment of the vehicle, you will notice that the trunk compartment is very spacious. It does, again, as part of the upgrade, that was an optional equipment on the window sticker. You'll notice that it has the Lexus trunk carpeted mat, which is nice. There is a Lexus first aid kit that comes standard with the RC 350. That kit has disappeared. You'll see there's a little tie down for it in the rear. I did order a brand new unopened kit. It's supposed to be here in the next 2-3 days, so I will make sure to install that as part of the sale, so the new owner will have that. Just want to make sure I mention that. When you lift open the trunk area in the back, you'll see there's a full-size spare tire. There's all the tools. None of that has been messed with. It's all factory installed. Everything is super, super clean. When we look now into the engine compartment, I would say that it's all equally as clean. You'll notice that everything is really laid out in these cars. It's very simple. The plastic that's in there is, you know, beautiful. There's no fading, there's no cracking. Of course, we detailed it to a very high level at MS Classic Cars, and it looks absolutely amazing. This engine is a 3.5 liter V6. The engine is producing 311 horsepower from the factory. Again, this is a Lexus. Again, Toyota owns Lexus. You can only imagine reliability and longevity, resale value, all those great things. So they did a really good job with the engine and the horsepower to kind of put it in that, that perfect range, if you will. The other thing that we did at MS Classic Cars is we added, again, through Warwick of Lexus, a custom, if you will, because it is an accessory like the rear spoiler. These cars don't come with it. We had to order it. It was quite expensive, but I wanted a better exhaust system. So they did a really nice job installing it at the dealership. I think it's perfect. There's no drowning. You don't have to start it and, you know, your neighbors are going to freak out or anything like that. It just has that little extra tone to it. When you're getting on the gas pedal, you're enjoying the different types of positions you can put the car in, like the Sport mode, Sport Plus, etc. So again, that was something that we did. We did save the original exhaust that came off the car. I will make sure to include that again with the sale, so the new owner will have that. If they ever want to change it back to the original exhaust, they can. But this exhaust is fully warranted. It will pass emissions. It was, again, all done at the dealership, so it's not like they had to modify a bunch of things to make it all fit. It was kind of a plug and play application. And again, when I start the car in a few minutes and rev it up, you'll hear how nice it sounds. Really impressed with that. So that's something else that we did at MS Classic Cars, and then decided to have the dealer finish it all out and so forth. The engine is coupled to a 6-speed automatic transmission. As I mentioned earlier, it's got paddle shifters here. You can use your gear shift lever if you want to manually shift it as well. And again, this is an all-wheel drive model. When you're looking at these, again, you go online, look at these cars, look at where they're priced, look at the availability, look at the options. This is definitely one of the best examples in the country for sale, hands down, especially since it's unique and it's been customized. Definitely makes it stand out from the rest of the crowd. It's a very special car. And again, all-wheel drive only represents a small portion of the cars that are out there for sale. That is definitely a huge advantage when it comes time for drivability, because obviously the tires are on the pavement. You're getting a different type of traction. For people that maybe want to drive it in bad weather, such as rain or snow, again, it's a huge advantage for that as well. So again, this being all-wheel drive already kind of puts it up to a different category, especially with accessibility of what's on the market and what's available for sale. So the undercarriage of the car also is reflective of the rest of the car. We detailed it again at MS Classic Cars, did a phenomenal job. It is absolutely spectacular. In the engine bay, in the undercarriage, you'll see factory paint marks, you'll see factory stickers, you'll see how everything is super clean, super crisp. Again, it's like getting a new car. Now, on the subject of a new car, I'm going to just kind of end this video here, and then what I'm going to do is get out and I'm going to just do a quick exterior presentation, get back in and start it. Talking about the paint, just because something is newer, 2000, 2021, etc., does not mean that the car has not had paint work. So a lot of times a car might have had something repainted, like a fender, like a hood, like a door. They didn't go through the insurance company, and people think because the Car Fax report shows no damage and it's perfect, the car's never had paint work. Well, at MS Classic Cars, what we like to do is we like to demonstrate for our newer cars with an electronic paint meter, which I have somewhere. I'll grab that in a minute. We like to test the exterior and show everybody in the video that it clearly has not had any paint work. So I'm going to get outside the vehicle in a minute and do that demonstration. Before I do, I also want to mention this vehicle does have the front license plate bracket, as you see here. For states that require front license plates, this will mount to the front grille. So that is included in case anybody asks. We also have both key fobs and the gloves that go over the key fobs. Those are both included. We also have all of the owner's manuals. Everything here is in order as it should be. It's brand new. It still smells new. All of this is in our photo gallery. And last but not least, you will notice on the MS Classic Cars invoice that we did a ceramic package to this car, which is a company that we use, we specialize in. We're an authorized facility to do it. It's called GTECHNIQ Platinum. So we did a full ceramic coating to this car, started with a paint correction. All that means is we basically just kind of detail the outside of the car so we get out all the swirls and little fine scratches and things like that. And then we do the ceramic coating. Once that ceramic coating is done, we also use their product, which comes as part of the kit, to do the glass on the car. Think of it kind of like Rain-X on steroids, if you will. We do the same thing to the wheels. We just do a very light treatment to the wheels that makes it easier to take brake dust off. And then, of course, they do the interior. The interior, think of it like Scotch Guard on steroids. So what it does is it helps if somebody spills something or whatever. It just adds that extra protection. And again, part of our GTECHNIQ Platinum service includes this bag here, which comes with the car. And inside this bag, again, we have this pictured within our photo gallery, is all of the things that you will get, such as microfiber rags, and then there's a bunch of stuff here that you can use to stay on top of your cosmetic detailing and things like that. So all of that is included. That is a $1,800 value. That's what we charge to do the ceramic for customers and so forth. So once again, that adds a lot of value. So when you're comparing this car to everything else, make sure to compare what this car has versus what you're maybe looking at. Now, to end the presentation, I am going to get outside the vehicle. I'm just going to walk around it very quickly with an electronic paint meter, show you the outside, and then I'll get back in the vehicle, start up, and let you see how beautiful it runs. Okay, so we'll do that right now. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to do a quick exterior presentation on this car, really with the electronic paint meter, just to verify, again, that this vehicle does have all of its original paint. So let's come a little closer here. The first thing I want to again mention is this vehicle has been ceramic coated. We're touching base on that in the video a little bit later. So again, that won't really throw off the readings too much, but I just want to make sure to mention it. Like every car, no car is perfect. This car does have just a few pin size, little tiny chips. We intentionally did not touch those up at MS Classic Cars. We have one there and we have one here. If I see any other chip, even if it's pin size, I'm going to mention it during this video. So this is the electronic paint meter. Readings with electronic paint meters, depending on the year, make, and model of the car, do vary. Most of the time with factory original paint, you'll see numbers in the single digits. Typically, they're all within a point or two of each other. Again, it's a little bit different depending on the age, who the manufacturers, and so forth. So what we're really looking for is consistency. So the first thing we'll do is we'll test the hood here. It's showing a 6.0, so we have original factory paint. Again, I'll just put it here. Again, there's a 5.0. So we got consistency on the front hood. We're looking at the driver's side front fender, 7.5. Again, we're within a couple points of each other, so very consistent. And as I mentioned, this car has been ceramic coated. Again, we got a 7.7, it's a 7.5 on the driver's door. Again, I'll hit it over here. A 7.0, again, very consistent. I don't see any imperfections on the side of this car. The wheels are in beautiful shape. Of course, it's got the factory tires and everything else. These are actually Bridgestone tires. They're a very good tire, actually very attractive tread pattern and so forth. Great choice by Lexus with those. Again, the F Sport badging. As I mentioned earlier, we got the black mirrors, we got the black trim on the outside here, which is all in beautiful condition. The window is flawless. Again, you're seeing a 6.5, so we're all within a point or two so far around the vehicle, which indicates all original paint. If this car had, there's a 7.0, if this car had had paint work, say it had damage or they had repainted it, we'd be getting readings that might be 10 or 12 or 14 or 20 or whatever the case might be. But again, these are very consistent numbers. Here's a 6.5. This is the trim that I mentioned that was on the window sticker from the factory. This was actually an option just to protect the edges of the door. Again, rear quarter, 6.5, very consistent. You'll see these wheels. Again, this is a really, really nice dark gray. They got a really nice gloss shine to them, in beautiful condition. No imperfections to speak of. Again, rear quarter, 7.0, very consistent. Again, the rear window was tinted. They did a beautiful job with that. You would never know that it wasn't done at the factory. Talking about the deck lid here, we got a 7.5, again, original paint, all consistent. Again, these bumpers are plastic, so there's no need to test those bumpers. But as I mentioned earlier, we got the black accents on the tail lights here, which looks really nice. And we got these inserts in the bumper. That adds a little bit of class. And then down below here, we do have kind of like this diffuser that's black. And this is the custom exhaust that we installed at the dealership directly through Lexus. As I mentioned, this is the rear spoiler that we had installed. This sits off the deck lid about 2 inches. It looks absolutely amazing. Beautiful, beautiful car here. I don't see anything regarding scratches, regarding chips. Again, the paint is shining to a very, very high level with the detail work and ceramic coating that we did. So looking at the rear quarter, oops, we got a 6.5. Again, very consistent numbers. Again, 6.0. Moving right along here, you'll see again all the tinted windows. I'll show you the roof again. This is a 7.0. Making our way down the 8.5. Again, all within a couple points of each other. Exactly what we're looking for, 7.0. 6.5, this is the passenger door. Again, you'll notice these beautiful black mirrors. Again, 7.0. And last but not least, a 7.0 for the front fender. So again, all original paint, very consistent. All the wheels are in beautiful condition. I didn't see any scratches. I didn't really see any chips other than what I mentioned in the front. So this is about as good as it gets. Very special car. We'll go back inside and we'll start it up for you. All right, we're back in the vehicle now, so I'm going to go ahead and start it, let you listen how beautiful it runs. I'll give it some nice revs so you can hear that custom exhaust that we put on at the Lexus dealer. So, push button start here, fires right up, sounds absolutely beautiful. Again, this is like a new car, something that the new owner is going to be very proud of. We appreciate you watching. Thank you.